in July 2012,
Okay.
I had 2.5 years of sobriety. I got sober originally in 2009, July 2012. I was 2.5 years sober. Decided to take a trip to New York City with some friends.
Okay.
They all drink.
Oh.
Great guys, best friends to this day. They all drink. I was sober, thought I could do it. Went, and in the drive between Michigan and New York City, I had convinced myself, let's give it a shot. Let's go have fun. Let's party like old times.
Yeah.
2.5 years sober. I'll just, I'll call it a slip. I'll keep my original sobriety date, whatever. So go to New York City. I say, we grab lunch. I say, guys, what do you think? We fucking party like old times. And they're like, well, you've been doing, whatever. Eventually I was able to convince them, like, it's fine. Let's have fun.
Yeah.
Let's go out to the bars, whatever. So we did. And I swear to God, that first night of partying after 2.5 years sober was awesome. It was so much fun. And I didn't even black out. I kept it fairly constrained, but let loose.
Yeah.
So much fun. New York City with the boys, tons of fun. Next day, I go to a 12-step meeting and I don't talk about it, but it was enough to keep me sober on day 2. Well, day 3 comes and I say, come on, I'm here. I've already thrown my sobriety date out the window. I'm 2 days sober. What's another one? So we go out again. Fun, not quite as fun. Day 4 comes. All day. We're drinking, we're out, getting blasted.
Yeah.
Fun, not quite as fun. So now we're on our way back from New York City. I've relapsed, but had a pretty good time in doing it. And on the way back, I was able to kind of do some mental gymnastics on myself. And I said, that was fun. I don't know if I'm truly an alcoholic. So I get back, I call some sober friends, that have helped me along the way.
Yeah.
And they were, supportive, but also like, yeah, you're going to have to start from square one, go through the 12 steps again, whatever. Okay. But I don't know if I'm an alcoholic or not. So here's what I'm going to do. And here's where it kind of began. I go, I'm going to try a controlled drinking test. And what this was I was going to have 1 drink a day for 30 days straight. So, day 1, I have 1 drink. That was easy.
Sure, yeah.
Day 2, I have 1 drink. That was easy.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I say 1 drink, I don't mean like a fifth. I mean like 1 beer. I have 1 beer.
Yeah, okay.
So I get 6 days in having 1 drink a day. Day 7 comes and I have this thought. This is going really well. This whole controlled drinking thing. But do you know what else is controlled drinking? 1 drink per hour. Because, here's my rationale. Here's that, alcoholism chatting me again. Because I've heard stories. If you go out to a bar for 3 hours and you have 3 drinks, your body processes it and you're good to drive. I've heard this, so that was my rationale. So the next day I have 1 drink per hour. Not even realizing what was already happening.
Mm-hmm.
Like you were talking about with the cheat days. It's so funny. So the next day comes and this was a real challenge because I was going out with some friends to a bar. So I get to my buddy's house. We're pre-gaming, whatever. And I felt the need to tell everybody what I was doing. Weird, nobody fucking cares. But I felt that I was they're going to want to know what I'm doing, whatever. So about an hour in, somebody breaks out a joint. And I said, I never said anything about not smoking pot through this. So I smoked the joint and, the goalposts keep widening and I don't even realize what's happening. Maybe there's this voice in the back of my head, way in the depths of my head that I don't hear, but it's there maybe, but it's drowned out by the thought of drinking and getting high. So then we go out and we're drinking at the bar and this thought occurs to me. All I really have to do is just make everybody else think that I'm only having 1 drink per hour. it's not like anybody's in the corner with a notebook tallying the number of drinks I'm taking. So I'm like, well, as long as I can convince everybody else that I'm only having 1 per hour, I can get as drunk as I want and no one's going to care. So then I'm doing more and more. And then the next day comes and now I'm starting to realize that I'm failing this controlled drinking test and I just get drunk all over again. But the stakes were about as high as they could possibly be because I told myself that if I could just do this, if I could just have 1 drink per day for 30 days straight, that means I am not an alcoholic and I can drink safely for the rest of my life. Like this, there's a lot riding on this test and I couldn't even get halfway through.
No.
So then what happens is I play for the next about 8 months. I play this like in and out game. I play this game where I'm like, I'm back, I'm going to meetings, string together a few weeks, and then something comes up, I drink again. New Year's Eve comes, I've been sober a month, I go back out. I'm moving out to California. My brother throws me a going away party. I drink. My bachelor party comes. I'm 3 months sober. I drink. So on the way back, I drink all on the plane. I go to work the next day, go out with some friends, get super drunk, super high. And now I'm behind the wheel of a car.
Oh no.
And I'm driving home and I didn't crash the car. I didn't hurt myself. I didn't hurt anybody else. I didn't even get pulled over, but I had just this lightning bolt thought that said, 1 drink a day. And now look where I am. I'm behind the wheel of a car, and no matter what I do to try and control or moderate this alcoholism, this whatever, I'm going to end up hurting myself or somebody else.
Yeah.
And I've never shared that here on this channel, and I didn't even plan on it, but when you were talking about the goalpost moving, it just reminded me of that. So thank you for sharing that part because it kind of opened up something in me that I wanted to talk about.